Today I tried Blender again, and I think what I have now is better than what I had initially. It's not very good, but this is like the first concept for a inserter. So it starts there and then it animates to the other side to be something like this. If I go to my, I need to render, you can see the animation, it will be like this. And then I also got this exported, so it created like 15 variations because I have 15 frames. And then I exported it to the game. And this is what it's looking like. I'm kind of liking it already. It's not very good yet, but you can see that it has like that 3D or 2.5D aspect I wanted, and it's like half. It's going like there's some part over here, some part over here, and then I just need to animate this. I think this will look really cool. It's a lot of work. I needed to convert 15 files right now, but I'll continue working on this and see where I get. Here you can see me implementing a word map. It's similar to the one Factory has. You can see like where you have your deposits and your factory. It was not that easy to implement. You can see in this clip that I spent a lot of time in debugging this code. And I just have a simple implementation for now. But basically I'm using 2 pixels for each tile. And then I need to also support zoom in the future. I also decided to start working on a new texture for pipes. I want to use Blender for this. I'm still learning a lot about Blender, but I'm getting better at it. So these are the textures I'm making for the pipe. I exported them, then I had to crop them. I didn't do a good job cropping them. Then I imported them into the app. It was not that hard to change the code. And then you can see the changes. There's still a lot I need to improve, but it's getting better over time. I also worked on adding collision to the game again. That I was trying to visualize the collision, and now I was actually implementing it. I only wanted the bottom part of the player to collide, so the top part goes over the the tiles, and you can see I didn't take that long to get it to work. It's still not great, but it's still much better than what I had. And now we have like a collision that works in most cases. And here you can see me just testing it everywhere. Okay, so let me show you some stuff I've been working on. Another change I made is to only allow one entertainment building to provide entertainment per house. So here you can see that I have the theater, and then I have the bars, and like only this bar is affecting this house, and not this bar, even though it's like closer, but this one like is providing entertainment for the house. So you needed to put your entertainment buildings in locations that make sense. They need to be all around your city. Another change that I made is I added the electrolyte solution. This is used to make batteries. So it's salt and water, and you kind of need a lot of salt. So you can see like how many chemical plants I have here, and then I have some chemical plants making electrolyte solution, and then you combine that with copper and iron plate, and then you get batteries. I also created the extended road durability research. I think it makes your roads 5% more durable or something like that. I only added one so far, but now I have the research. It's really easy to add the other ones. And I also made a change to draw the progress in the maintenance depot. So the roads are repaired every time it like this bar fills. and it repairs like 4% or 5% per depot. So if your maintenance is going down too fast, you need to place down more depots. I also added an event for when crude oil is found. Let me see if I can show that here. It has like a 1% chance of appearing, so that it should appear here on the left corner. No, we need more. Yeah, yeah. We can finally see that the crude oil was found. So even if you're not close to your scanner, you can see it can be found, and it was found here. Yeah. Then I also added the electric smelter. That's an improvement to the existing smelter, but the difference is that it doesn't require coal. It requires electricity. So you need to put a warehouse near it, and it's also 25% faster than a normal warehouse. So in your late game, you can change to the electric warehouse, so you don't have to move coal around everywhere. And also it's 3 by 3, but because you don't need coal anymore, you can remove this coal lane and move the inserters one down, and it takes up the same amount of space. And then I also added collision to the player again. So here you can see that I like only the bottom half part of the player collides, so I can do things like this. So I can like walk in between blocks, and overall it's working really well. I Yeah, I'm happy with it. I don't think it should collide with inserters. I'll change that, but it collides with everything else. I added a new item to the game. It's called Reinforced Concrete. I also changed the texture for concrete. So Reinforced Concrete is just concrete and steel, and it's used in a few places in the app. I think it's used in the house level 3, and there's probably something else that uses Reinforced Concrete, but that's the one change I made. And the other change I made is to implement the map. So you can see me in the map. I'm this icon here. You can see like the conveyors are light gray. This dark gray is the roads. Then everything is purple by default. That's why so many things are purple. The orange one is the pipes. Orange is also the copper. Yellow is sand. Green is iron. And we also have a stone. So I still need to fix the map. I need to center it, but this is like an initial version of that. And I think it looks really cool. We can see like that the factory is pretty big. Like we have a housing over here, but everything else is just like a big factory. And now I'm thinking about the next steps for the game. So these two are done for now. But I decided to change how research works. So for now, I will implement this option. So houses will produce research points, but it will be capped at a certain number. And like tier 1 can produce 5 research points, tier 2 5 more. And initially things will be cheap, but then as you progress things will get more expensive, and then you needed to build the research facilities to get more research points. And I think the items I will use will be like the basic circuit, improved circuit, and the advanced circuit for now. And then you need to provide your research facility with those items, and you're gonna get research points. That's how. Right now, research you just wait because you don't have any input into it. And there's also another option to buy research. So maybe you need like 500 still to unlock something. I like that idea, but I might use it later. I might mix the two options because just this is not very fun either. So for now, I'm going to implement this option, and then I will implement the other option later. And now that I finished the tier house level 3, I need to think about house level 4. I'm not sure which resources I'm gonna add to the game, and there's still like a lot of improvements I need to make. Especially, I think I will start making the oil generator, then improve the fertilizer, Then I have some bugs to fix, and I'll see where we go from here.